Good evening, everyone, and welcome back again on my channel. And this video is also going to be on discussion plus opinion essay regarding International English Language Testing System, writing task 2 for both academic and general learning. This will be the last video on discussion plus opinion. So the question is, some people believe that sport is an essential part of school life for children, while others feel it should be purely optional. Discuss both these views and give your own opinion. So here are two different arguments. Okay, look at the first argument, and it says some people means 50% of people believe that sports is an essential part of school life for children, but others feel that it should be purely optional. Sports should be optional, means whether the sports should be compulsory or optional is the main debate. Then discuss both these views and give your own opinion. So look at this. It says discuss both these views. Then give your own opinion. Then this is the question. Give your own opinion. Now your job is to discuss both sides of the question or argument and give your opinion. So what do you think? Should the sport be compulsory or optional? You need to brainstorm first and plan. After analyzing the question, then I'm going to paraphrase the question. Look here, this is a controversial or contentious or hotly debated or disputable topic. Okay, so then you need to write this sentence. Okay, this sentence works in all types of questions. Means what I mean is that discussion plus opinion question. One of the contentious means highly debatable or disputed issues is whether sports should be necessary for children during school life or unnecessary. Means necessary or unnecessary, essential or not, optional, primary or secondary, like that. So look here, whether sports should be compulsory or necessary or unnecessary. So this sentence has fully rewritten the main two opposing views of the question. Look at this. This means exactly the same in the question. Now discuss both these views and give your own opinion. Then you need to give your opinion here. This essay discusses both sides of the argument and why I believe that sports should be an inseparable, means it should be compulsory part of school life. Sports should be mandatory, compulsory, inseparable part of school life. So in this question or in this essay, I have supported to the first side. Okay, it should be compulsory. It should be definitely compulsory, or it should be an inseparable, or sport is an inseparable part. So two sentences. The first sentence says paraphrase the question, and the second sentence has given the outline sentence and your opinion. This is how the task response is done. Moving on, body one. So body one, look here. Okay, there are several reasons, means there are more than two reasons here Why a noticeable number of people? Here, a noticeable number of people is paraphrased with some people. A noticeable number of people do not see sports crucial in school life. They do not see it is important. So this is against, okay, while other people say that or believe that sports should be purely optional. So why do they think? Means this is the topic sentence. There are several reasons why a noticeable number of people do not see sports crucial in school life. At first, so what is the first reason? Sports use up time. They consume time of the students. It is better to spend on academic subjects such as exam preparation for better grades. They think that this is waste of time. Rather, in place of playing, students should spend time on subjects for their better score, better grade. They think this. And what is the another reason? At first, the first reason is this. Then what is the second reason? In addition, what is the second reason? It might be said that it is unwise to force children to do recreational activities in which they have no interest. If the children they are not interested or they do not have interest on sports, they shouldn't be forced to play, or sports should not be compulsory for them. Why? This is because some youngsters are just not sporty. They don't like sport, and they should be allowed to study instead. So they should be allowed, or they should be free to study instead of taking part in a sports competition. Second point, let's discuss now. Finally, okay, here there are 3 points as I said already. So there are several reasons. Look at the topic sentence. Then on the basis of the topic sentence, these three ideas are going to be written and discussed, going to be in detailed discussion. Finally, there are question marks over the wholesomeness of sports itself. There are some questions with drugging and corruption scandals increasingly common during sports. As you see in cycling at present, which is lack of moral sense. This is, illegal, is out of a lack of moral sense. A poor example to young people. So young people can be the victim of these scandals like that. So for these reasons, some people do not see sports is compulsory part of the school life. It should be optional. So this paragraph has 115 words. And look at the topic sentence, the first point, second point, and the final point. So this is body one. I'm going in body two. Nevertheless, or however, you need to contradict from first body. This is the side that you have supported. Okay. Then there are various motives. There are various means exactly there are more than two reasons here also. There are various motives why a great majority of people, other people means a great majority of people. Look at this collocation. A great majority of people view sport as an inevitable part of school life. It is an inevitable part of school life. It is essential. It is essential part. Firstly, what is the first reason? Look at this. Firstly, sport helps children's physical and mental development at an important stage. Look, it plays a crucial or vital role in the physical and mental development of a children. If all their time is spent studying, they may become unfit and their minds might eventually suffer. Yeah, this can happen. So they should take part in sports competition. Secondly, firstly, then now let's look at Secondly, what this secondly mean? Now the second reason, sports help in team building, such as football or hockey, which is often felt to be excellent preparation for adulthood. Yeah, team building means having connection with people and being familiar with working in team cooperation, like that. Lastly, a competitive spirit is so paramount means so important, so significant, so remarkable. So meaning, this means that meaning which is fostered by sports, which is fostered by sports, culminated by sports at an early age. So this set of sense should be developed from the early age. As a result, they can be spirited professionals like footballers or hockey players. They can be the professional players if they develop this sort of concept or sense during or from their early age. So these are the three reasons why sports should be the compulsory part of the school life. Why some people say it is important, other people say this is not important. So both of the sides have been fully explained, fully discussed with three different points. Now you need to go into conclusion and wrap up what you said, okay? In conclusion, I believe that both sides of the argument have merits. Exactly, both sides of the argument have merits. This is an outline, this is an overall sentence, opinion. You need to, let's balance it. And then you need to go to the side that you have supported in the introduction. We have clearly said in the introduction, I believe that sports should be an inseparable part of school life. Then, so you have supported one side here. Then this is going to be written in the same way. However, from my perspective, you need to always give your opinion in the introduction conclusion. Sports should be obligatory. Obligatory means the essential, compulsory, mandatory, inseparable, mandatory at schools. Why? Now, this is not sufficient. Why it should be? You need to again restate as, because since this develops children's mental and physical health. Yeah, point number one. Then makes them gregarious adults, means sociable adults. Second point. Then and viable sports professionals respectively, and they can make the people viable professionals or sports professionals respectively. Respectively is written here. Why? There are 3 points. Number one is children's mental and physical health. Number two is makes them gregarious adults, and number three is viable professionals, sports professionals respectively. When there are more than two ideas, then you need to write respectively, and when you use the word respectively, you need to use comma before it. So this essay has 294 words, and this is a perfect band 9 sample essay. And text response band 9, coherence and cohesion band 9, lexical resources band 9, grammatical range and accuracy band 9. So I suggest you to write this essay step by step. Okay, do not just watch it, write step by step. This will greatly help you in your writing. Okay, so one important point, or the important note that you need to keep in your mind, is that the conclusion and the introduction of this essay is useful in all discussion plus opinion essays. So copy the introduction and the conclusion, and you must write this way, in this way, if you really want to get higher band score. So this is the sample band 9 essay. And this essay was asked back in 2014 in 31st May. Okay, this can be repeated, IELTS writing text too. Questions are repeated time and again. So you need to be well prepared. Writing is definitely the most complicated part in IELTS, as I am saying. So these days I'm particularly working on writing text two of the essay. Then after this, once I complete, the videos on writing text two, I shall be making videos on writing task one, academic and general training, and then some listenings and readings like that. Okay, let's go to the another one, another sample essay for this. It can be here. Okay, here the question. This question is from book number 10 of Official Cambridge book. And then I recently wrote this, okay, on 27th March 2021. And this is test number 4. Now look here. You need to clearly understand some people, they have, they are always on the side, while other people, and they are the opponents, okay? Some people believe that some people means a great majority of people or noticeable number of people. Other people, a great majority of people, believe that allowing children to make their own choices on everyday matters, such as food, clothes, and entertainment. Children should be allowed to make their own choices. Is likely to result in a society of individuals who only think about their own wishes. If allowing them, they can only think about their own choices. Other people believe that it is important for children to make decisions about matters they affect them. It is important for children to make decisions. They should make decisions because these decisions, play a that vital role in their life, later life. So discuss both these views and give your own opinion. Same discussion plus opinion. And you need to, first of all, brainstorm. You need to come with two clear ideas on each side of the argument. Okay. So shouldn't be given freedom. Children shouldn't be given this set of freedom. Why? They can be self-centered or egoistic adults, and they can also be stubborn or obstinate children or the adults later. So they shouldn't be given these 2 points. They should be given freedom. Why? They can be creative decision makers and they can be independent. So two points of two sides. You need to clearly plan before you begin your writing, as I'm telling, every time. Majority of the students, they start writing without making clear plans or clear ideas. Then they mess up with writing. They come with nothing. So they stop in band 5 to 5.5, 6 to 6.5. But for band 7, you need to really think ideas before you start writing. So this is the question, and it is brainstorming. And after this step, you need to paraphrase the question. Same style, same one. One of the contentious issues is whether this is the same. Juveniles means the young children should be restricted to make their daily choices, like what food to eat, what clothes to wear, and what activity to do, or they should be permitted. They should be restricted or they should be permitted. This is the main sides of the argument. So, the first sentence of the introduction has clearly paraphrased the main question, main part of the question. Then the second part, discuss both these views and give your own opinion. This essay discusses both sides of the argument. This discusses both sides of the argument. And what is your opinion? And why I believe that parents should prohibit Parents should prohibit children to make their decisions themselves. Parents should not allow them. Okay? Why? You have gone to the first site. Those parents should not allow them because their children can be self-centered, so egoistic, and they can be stubborn or obstinate adult light. Now, go in body one. There are a couple of motives. There are two reasons, a couple of motives. You must have to have a very clear topic sentence in the body paragraph. Okay, if there is no topic sentence, clear topic sentence, then I guarantee you are not going to get a band 7, or even you are not going to get band 6.5. So you need to have to, you must have to have a clear topic sentence like this. There are a couple of motives why a noticeable number of people, the same phrase, okay, a noticeable number of people think that children should be prohibited to make decisions themselves. They should be prohibited to make decisions themselves. So there are the two reasons. Firstly, then you need to use, the step language. Firstly, secondly, then firstly, look at this. Firstly, giving full freedom to children may make them self-centered. They can be self-centered or selfish. If parents do not control their children, whatever they want from the beginning, they may naturally think about their own choices and end up becoming selfish adults. They can be selfish like. So you need to fully develop and go on. Secondly, look at this. Secondly, firstly and secondly, how the essay is developed, how the arguments are developed. These children may be obstinate. They may be obstinate or stubborn. Children may not think of others' interest or request. Believing overconfident that being overconfident and believing that they are capable of doing everything themselves, they may have this sort of sense, which may affect their personal and social life. And this may affect their personal and social life later on. Look, this is the result. And look here, this is the result. They may end up becoming, think about their own choices and end up becoming selfish adults. This is the result of the first point, and this is the result of the second point. So now this is the inference of the example. A body of research suggests that if parents do not restrict some of their children's wishes, their offsprings, it can be offsprings, are more likely to be less generous and sociable adults. They are going to be less generous, kind, and sociable adults. Why? Because they only think about their own, on their own choices. They can be self-centered like that. So this is how the first side of the essay or the question is developed. Look, topic sentence. Firstly, first point explanation, result. Secondly, second point explanation, result. Then this body paragraph is supported with the example. A body of research suggests that if the parents do not restrict some of their children's wishes, their offsprings are more likely to be less generous and sociable adults. So this is how the first body of the essay is done. This is the side that you have supported in the introduction. Moving on in body 2, nonetheless, this is the highly standard word or the academic word in IELTS, which is really important. There are two reasons. Again, there are two reasons why a great majority of individuals, means the people, believe that children should be allowed to make their own choices. They should be allowed to make their own choices. There are some people, at first, what is the first reason? At first, upbringing children in a permissive culture. in a permissive culture may help them in making innovative decisions. Have a look. Upbringing children in a permissive culture may help them in making innovative decisions. How they may practice, develop, and inculcate their choices and habits from a very young age and may become able to do so, may become able to make their self decisions. Look, this is how the idea is developed. Then additionally, at first, then additionally, second point, these children may grow into independent adults. How? Why? Since means because or as they are habituated with their choices and decisions from young. Yeah, they are used to, no, they are used to this set of habits. The Times, okay, the Times states that the more lenient means the permissive the parents are, the more lenient the parents are, the more creative and self-reliant their offsprings will be. Offsprings, let's add s also, okay, offsprings will be. So they should be allowed to make their own decisions because they can be more creative and they can be self-reliant, means independent later on. So due to these reasons, they should be allowed to make their own decisions. This is how the second body of the essay is developed with 2 points topic sentence, and look the step language and how the ideas are fully developed. Now, let's go in the conclusion. In conclusion, the same structure, I believe that both sides of the argument have convincing points. They both have convincing points. However, from my perspective, you need to be specific. You need to contradict from the overall opinion. Children should be forbidden. They shouldn't be allowed, should be prohibited to make their everyday choices. Why? Because they may end up being selfish. The children can become selfish and obstinate adults. The main points of body one on the essay. So this is also a band 9 essay, and this essay has 315 words. So tax response, it has fully paraphrased all the main parts of the questions, and coherence and cohesion ideas are fully organized one after another, systematically. Lexical usages, wide range of vocabulary are used. Grammatical range and accuracy, different types of sentence structures are used. Simple, complex, compound, and there are no any grammatical mistakes or errors. So this is a band 9 essay. So after watching this video, I guess you have found this or extremely helpful for you or useful for you. So please don't forget to subscribe my channel, leave your valuable comments, and also share my videos among your friends, those who are really willing to get a higher band score. Wish you all the best, and I'll be back with another video on advantages and disadvantages very soon. So now I'd like to stop here. Goodbye and best of luck. Have a great